Alright, almost Christmas Eve. We've been driving all day. Um, once, I-95 is super backed up. Traffic has been horrible, so we got off the highway in this place. I don't know where. Originally, I got gas. I was going to get Subway from the Subway there, but the Subway had no bread. It was super crowded because people are getting off the highway and stopping at that gas station, Subway. So I drove elsewhere, found a McDonald's, got a cheeseburger, had to pay $1 for a cup of water for the dogs, and then I found the closest park, which happened to be here where we are now, so I could get them out the car and sit and eat and give them water in this travel bowl for dogs. And then Yad can immediately knock the water over. So that's the water gone. Which is funny considering if you look around, there's tons of water, like swamp and some sort of lake. I don't think I'm gonna let them drink out of that. And I don't have any faith that the traffic has died down. I think it's just kind of the state of things. Since it's, tomorrow's Christmas Eve, so that's a lot of traffic on I-95. So before I get back on the highway, I figured I'd walk these dogs around this little place. And that's what I'm doing. Like, there's something across the way, like I guess a more traditional kind of park. But on this side is this cute trail. It's like lakey, swampy. Ugh. I'm sorry, it's hard. It's just been a long day. And it's hard to carry their leashes and this bowl in one hand. There's music in the distance. I don't know what that's from. That's a very cute birdhouse, but it really needs a predator guard. Yeah, you could see a squirrel or something's chewed that hole wide open. It is not safe for birds. Put predator guards on your nest boxes, people. They sell them pre-made at the store. Or you could just, cut a chunk of wood around the hole there. I think I might be near an RV park. Like, there's a playground across the way. There's this trail. This pond has some kind of a canoe launch situation. Sorry, Dasher, come on. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm here. Oh, we're in South Carolina, I should say. South Carolina always sucks with traffic. I-95 is like a 2-lane road through most of it. And whether you're coming up from Georgia or down from North Carolina, the second I cross over to North Carolina, I immediately slow to a stop. This time I've slowed to a stop for hours. So it's just been pretty shitty. Which is why Mom called for an update. Like, oh, you should be here by now. No, I'm still in South Carolina. Called for an update and wisely suggested I take a break. Oh, lily pads. Actual lily pads. Look at that. You see that, Yadkin? You see that, Dasher? Wow. Real life lily pads. There are ripples on the water. So there's something alive in there. Right, I'm not back home where it's actually cold enough for most of the insects to be, dead or asleep. So there's some things alive here. I kind of don't want to let the dogs off leash. Well, one, it's a strange park. I don't know what the rules are around here or how well enforced they are. But two, we're like in alligator territory, I think, officially. I'm pretty sure South Carolina has some alligators because North Carolina has some alligators in the coastal area. So I don't know if that's safe. And I also don't want them to get wet and gross in the car. And they would immediately go to the water to get water because they're both super thirsty. So that's another reason I wanted to stop somewhere to let them out. It's because they've not been doing well with this trip. The car is full of stuff. Not my fault. But I won't belabor that point. And I think it's blocking the air conditioning from reaching them. Or maybe how slow we're traveling is making the air conditioning work less efficiently. Because I look back there and they're both panting. And, you know, the sun is like shining down on the trunk where they hang out. And they just look really hot. They're drooling a lot. Like they're losing clumps of fur. There's a lot of shedding and panting happening. So it's kind of I don't know. It's not great for them. It's like probably 4:30 by now. I think it's 4:30 now. So it's actually cooler. It's a lot cooler. So, you know, I think they'll be better when we get back in the car. From here going forward, the sun's gonna set, etc. We'll be driving in the dark in about an hour. But I wanted to spend the last hour of daylight. Like, I guess, in a park, nature, why not? Because, like, I don't think there's anything waiting for us but more traffic, unfortunately. Dasher is 6 years old, so I think she knew what to expect when I got out the big duffel bag to pack, get ready to go. The Adkins only made this trip down to see the family for Christmas once, since he's only a year and a half, so I think he wasn't sure what to expect. I'm pretty sure he was, because last night when I was packing, he was like, why aren't we asleep? Why aren't we in bed? It's bedtime. And he was very excited to get in the car, because he loves car rides, and he loves going to places. But if he knew he would be trapped in the car for like 10 hours, 12 hours, he would not have been so excited. Dasher probably suspects. Dasher knows. But anyway, they're both being very good on a new trail in unfamiliar territory. They're not like tearing ahead or tearing into the brush like they might back home. This is a good level of caution, prudent level of caution. Someone left dog poop bag on this chair. I have some thoughts about that. As somebody who like hikes often with dogs and goes in natural areas with dogs a lot, I see a lot of poop bags left in the trail. And I think that is so interesting because it's like, oh, you pick up after the dog, you don't leave the poop there. That's polite. But then you're leaving the bag there. Like, my point is that the poop, like, it's feces, it's natural, and it will biodegrade eventually. It will just decompose, you know, be one with the soil. And it's bad because people can step in it, and, you know, feces has, like, harmful bacteria, so it's not great to leave around. But at least it's natural. Like, the bag is plastic. And what I suspect is happening is maybe people are out hiking with dogs, maybe they're nature lovers like me, and they are buying, like, the biodegradable poop bags. So, like, in that case, I feel bad for them because they've just been duped, right? Those are, for anyone who doesn't know, this is a marketing scam. Those bags biodegrade under maybe controlled laboratory conditions, but in real life, it could take decades. I mean, it really depends on the weather. It depends on ambient conditions. I think they degrade faster than normal plastics, but it's still a plastic. It's not great. And it's like, when I see it, I feel like they should just go with human campsite and hiking rules, where, like, if you've ever hiked at, like, a place where you're, you know, I mean, you basically dig a cat hole. Like, just bury the poop, right? That's what they say you should do for hiking, for humans. You dig a cat hole, you have a trowel, you bury it. And if it's a really sensitive area, you pack it out with you, just like you do with the dogs. But, so in that case, so, like, that means you carry the bag. You carry the bag out, but in this case, like, you're leaving plastic here. You're leaving, and that was on the chair where somebody would sit. Like, it's not better. than just leaving the poop where it was. I feel like it would be even easier to kick some of this dirt and leaf litter over it. So that's me, as somebody who hikes with dogs. I think, like, you know, I would say, like, pack it out. That would be the most responsible choice, obviously. But, like, I get it. You're not going to carry a bag of poop for miles. I'm not. I haven't. I'm not. I don't do it. But when I'm in the woods with the dogs, what I do instead is, like, they usually will poop on the side of the trail, not on the trail. I don't let them poop on the trail. And I kick it over and I bury it, you know? And there, now nobody will step in it. And since it's buried, it'll be faster to decompose. And it's just like any other animal pooping in the woods. I know that's not a 1-to-1 ratio, right? Because, like, pet dogs, like, animals in the woods are pooping all over the place. And not, like, at specific landmarks that are following a specific trail. And there's dozens of dogs walking by all the time. So, but it's better than leaving plastic garbage here. Or leaving it where someone could step in it. Which is people's main problem. So, anyway. These two are playing a little bit. Well, she got some water from the lake, which I hope is safe. I mean, she got it from the lake and not from the stagnant, like, bog water in some of these trees in this hammock here. So I hope that's safe. I don't have any water. They need water. I gave them French fries from my McDonald's. Like, yeah, I knocked over the last of the water, so they gotta drink something. I'm glad they're playing a little bit. I want them to run and get some energy out before we go back in the car. I just turned around to head back. I might put them back on leash soon, because again, I don't know this trail or this park or this area. I literally don't know where I am. So, like, it could be really populated, or this could be super against the rules and the rangers could, you know, bust me, get a big fine or something. I don't know. So, I think let them play a little bit and then pack it in the sun. I don't know if the colors are showing through here, but it's like a kind of late afternoon, almost dusk situation now. Annoying. We left at 8:30 a.m. I left at 8:30 a.m. There's no reason I shouldn't be able to make it in daylight, but, you know, that's what I get for trying. I guess I should have pushed myself and not taken that nap and just left in the middle of the night. I just left at like 2 a.m. and then I would have missed all this traffic. She's in the water. That's not like her to get in the water like that. That's alligator territory, yeah, Dasher. She must be very thirsty. I'm not a fan of this. She's going to be wet in the car, which is going to be smelly and get Yadkin wet. And then the dirt that's in the car will stick to them. I was kind of counting on Dasher's natural aversion to water to keep her from doing that. But shows what I know. Shows what I know about Dasher. Dasher is interesting because sometimes she'll refuse to go out if it's raining. Not sometimes, always. She always refuses to go out if it's raining. Oh, I hear people coming. Time to leash.